Welcome, parents. Okay, let's jump right in. If your child is gearing up for the NSW Selective School English writing test, you might be feeling, well, a little stressed about all the different text types they might face. And honestly, that is completely normal. Today, in this brief explainer, we're going to totally demystify one very specific format, the blog post. We'll break it down so clearly that you can confidently help your child master it. So, take a deep breath. By the end of this, you'll see that this format is actually incredibly structured, predictable, and absolutely achievable for your kid. Would your child know how to turn a writing prompt into an engaging blog post under exam conditions? It's kind of a stressful thought, right? The clock is literally ticking, the pressure is on, and suddenly they have to write a blog post instead of that traditional narrative or essay they practiced. It's a super valid concern. But I promise you there's a really clear, simple solution here, and it all comes down to understanding the hidden blueprint of a great blog post. Section 1. What is a blog? Let's clear this up and reassure you that this format is completely manageable. So a blog post is basically just an online article. It's published on a blog, which is short for weblog. Now, this is not a rigid, intimidating academic paper. No way. Think of it more like an online journal or a digital magazine where students can share hobbies, school life, personal stories, or advice. The absolute key here is that the tone is informal and conversational. Unlike a formal school essay, a blog uses a very personal first-person voice to directly connect with readers. It's supposed to be easy and fun to read. Moving on to Section 2, the 5-part structure. This is the structural scaffolding that will help your child build a solid response every single time. All right, this right here is your child's blueprint for success, a brilliantly simple 5-part formula. Step 1, every blog needs a catchy title. A short, interesting headline that grabs attention right away. Step 2 is the engaging hook, those opening lines that just pull the reader in. Third, we have the organized body. This is the main content, where ideas are shared, and it really must be easy to read. Fourth is reader engagement, like asking questions to involve the audience. And finally, step 5, a conclusion with a call to action, which wraps things up and tells the reader exactly what to do next. Knowing this exact structure, that is what completely removes the panic from the exam room. Section 3, key language features. Now let's dive into the specific writing techniques that actually bring the blog post to life and earn those high marks. Let's look at the specific tools they need to use. First up, the first-person voice. Your child needs to use pronouns like I, me, my, and we to make the writing feel authentic and super personal. Next, they got to keep paragraphs and sentences short. In the real world, this makes screens way easier to read, right? While in an exam, it keeps the examiner interested and the ideas punchy. They should also use emotive and descriptive language to really paint pictures with their words. And finally, organize the text with lists, bullet points, or subheadings. This visual layout instantly tells the examiner, hey, I know exactly what a blog format looks like. Take this opening question. Do you ever find Monday mornings difficult? Notice how this acts as a perfect hook. It instantly grabs the reader's attention by asking something incredibly relatable. It makes you think, yeah, actually I do, and practically forces you to keep reading. And that crucial conversational tone we talked about, it's perfectly demonstrated right here. Trust me, this simple trick really works. Just look at the language there. It literally sounds like a friend's talking directly to you. This is exactly the kind of friendly, informal voice examiners are actively looking for when they grade a blog post. Then, to wrap things up, look at this ideal call to action. What do you think? Share your idea below. It actively invites the reader to respond, totally mimicking the comment section of a real internet blog. It's just a fantastic, easy way to tick that engagement box on the examiner's grading rubric. Section 4, a perfect example. Now we're going to see all these structural rules applied perfectly in a short sample. Because turning theory into practice is where the real learning happens, right? So take a look at how this sample instantly sets the stage. The title, My Top 3 Tips for Beating Monday Morning Blues. It's catchy, it's relevant, and it promises a helpful list. Then, check out the hook. Do you ever wake up on Monday feeling tired before the week even starts? I used to drag myself out of bed, dreading school, but not anymore. Here are my top 3 tips. It uses a question to hook us, incorporates that first-person I, and clearly sets up what the post is about. It is a flawless opening. And here's how that sample keeps the momentum going. The organized body uses clear subheadings like 1, prepare your bag, and 2, eat a yummy breakfast. Notice how it breaks the ideas down. It's not as one massive, intimidating block of text. Underneath these headings, the writer would use those short paragraphs and personal experiences we discussed earlier. And finally, it wraps up with that crucial reader engagement question. What's your secret for starting Mondays right? Share your best tip in the comments below. It literally follows the 5-part structure to the letter. Section 5, Exam Day Tips. Let's finish up with actionable strategies the students can use when the clock is actually ticking. All right, here are the time-limited strategies, the absolute non-negotiables. First, plan quickly. They should read the prompt carefully and think of the catchy title before they even put pen to paper. Second, stay focused on the audience. Remind them to keep that friendly, relaxed tone consistent all the way through. Third, stick to one main idea per paragraph. This keeps the writing moving fast and is just best practice for blog posts anyway. Fourth, never, ever forget to include a reader question to involve the audience. And finally, no matter how rushed they feel at the end, they must check their spelling, punctuation, and grammar. Executing these simple steps under time conditions, that is the absolute key to success. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. Ultimately, a blog post is just a formula waiting to be followed. When that timer starts in the exam room, your child will know exactly how to turn a blank page into a brilliant, engaging post. With the right format and regular timed practice, your child can write with greater confidence. Practice more writing formats at pathtoselective.com.